Let's talk about the causes of autism, and let's make this so unbelievably easy to understand. There is a level of genetic predilection for autism, and I want you to think about the genetics like my cup here. So some people have really small cups, but some people have really big cups. What we do know is that genetics don't necessarily paint the whole picture, and there's a whole other side to it, and what a lot of research is looking at now is different environmental risk factors that are contributing to the potential of presenting with autism. What all these risk factors are going to do is they are going to pour water into our cup. So everything from Tylenol, that's the big one that's out there now, that is going to pour water in some degree into our cup. There's other things like maternal age, to infections, to fever, to autoimmunity, so on and so forth. But what all of those things are going to ultimately be doing is pouring water into our cup. Now, you have your genetic predilection, so you have your size of your cup, and you have your risk factors, which is the water being poured into the cup. And when the water starts flowing outside of the cup, that's when you're going to be presenting with symptoms related to autism. And that's where it's important to understand this big picture wise, where yes, people have certain genetic predilections, but what we want to do is we want to minimize the potential associated risks that could contribute to that genetic predilection. So everyone's up in arms about, this whole Tylenol thing, where Tylenol is a piece of it, but there's other things that tie into that as well. Where if you have many of these risk factors, you might want to do things that mitigates your risks elsewhere. So there's never going to be a single cause of autism found. If there was, it would have been found by now. What it ultimately is, and what the research is saying, is that yes, there's a genetic side of it, but there's different potential risk factors that are just coming up in so many different areas, and the world that we live in is just so not good for pregnant mothers, for kids, for anyone really. But the more that we're able to understand some of those things, the more that we're able to change our lifestyle up potentially to be able to be as healthy as possible, which creates as healthy children as possible as well.